Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, it seems that, of course, the Democrats have been quite known for trying to attack and go after their political opponents or anybody of their opponents of any matter, because obviously the only way to beat your opponent is by using your abuse of power and, well, put them into some type of jail cell. Because it seems that Pamela Price, DA of the Alameda County of California, is seeming to charge her opponent with a misdemeanor. Because, you know, that's the thing that they should be doing. If you guys don't really believe me, take a look at this video that's showing otherwise. And of course, in similar fashion, I'll be going over it in clips to kind of explain everything.
County District Attorney has filed a criminal charge against one of her most vocal critics, a prosecutor himself. Good evening, I'm Anna Dates.
And I'm Dan Ashley. Thanks for joining us. DA Pamela Price is accusing him of interfering in a police shooting case.
ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Dan Noyes has been looking into these issues for weeks now. Dan, you're back with the story.
Well, Dan Price sent an email to her staff announcing the charges last evening at 5:08, but the man charged in the case did not have official notice until I got the criminal complaint from sources this afternoon and texted it to him. Butch Ford received the Alameda County Prosecutor of the Year award just a few years ago and led the felony trial team. But after just 2 weeks in office, District Attorney Pamela Price placed Ford on administrative leave, and he went public.
Pam Price has lost the mission of the DA's office, which is to speak on behalf of victims and for the people who don't have a voice.
Ford criticized Price for her charging decisions in the death of Jasper Wu during a freeway shooting. And now Price has filed a misdemeanor charge against Ford, defending after public prosecution as the prosecutor. The case stems from the police shooting at the San Leandro Walmart in April 2020.
So there you have it. She's putting charges against this man for speaking out against her and all the other type of things that he's been doing rightfully as a DA. I think this guy is a champion, a hero, and more of a DA that we need in California. Because let's be honest, crime is amok. There's so many other issues that is happening in this state, and people are fleeing, and this guy is at least trying to put people behind bars. No, not Pamela Price, because Pamela Price is deciding to jail this man, specifically because of, you know, he's going against her and making a statement about it. So, what we have here is that I have made a video about this previously before. This woman is not the greatest woman on the planet. In fact, she is quite terrible. She is the one that decided to reduce a three-time criminal, or not three-time criminal, but lessen the charges of a person that killed 3 people. Yeah, that's right. Killed 3 people. You guys can go back into the video to see exactly what's going on there. But yeah, take a look at this to where she was the one that decided to lessen the charges of somebody that killed 3 people.
Should hear no more criminal cases.
My office will file a motion to disqualify him from hearing any criminal cases being prosecuted by our office.
It's all because Judge McCannon rejected the plea deal Price offered Delonzo Logwood, accused of 3 murders, one during a carjacking robbery, a murder for hire, and killing a witness set to testify against his stepbrother. He faces 75 years to life in prison if convicted. Price offered him 15 years on a single voluntary manslaughter charge. And this week, after Judge McCannon denied Price's motion to remove himself for bias, she announced she's going to prevent him from hearing any criminal cases.
So, as you can see here, that she's literally using her form of power, her authority of power, to go after people that she doesn't like, or people that have actively been doing good in their society for that county. And, of course, I guess when somebody murders 3 people, he's okay, he's allowed, he should get reduced sentences and time and be allowed back onto the street so that way he can go and commit more heinous crimes and go kill more people. Because that's the way that she does, that's the way that she plays. There's more to this actual story here, and you're not gonna like it as much as I did. Take a look.
Hey, I got a shop with this subject. He's in the store right now. I mean, he's trying to leave the store.
Workers accused Stephen Taylor of trying to shoplift, and he refused to put down a baseball bat when police arrived. Officer Jason Fletcher tased Taylor twice and then shot and killed him. After then District Attorney Nancy O'Malley filed a manslaughter charge against the officer, Judge Don Clay allowed the case to move forward, but added, "I don't, under any circumstances, do I see 12 people saying the evidence here is going to be sufficient to support a guilty verdict. I just don't see it." Michael Raines is Officer Fletcher's attorney.
The only right thing to do is just to make sure that cops get a fair break.
Butch Ford was in charge of assigning a prosecutor to the case, but in this declaration he provided for the defense, Ford describes his conversations in January with Quazan Malouf, a 22-year veteran of the San Francisco Public Defender's Office, who Pamela Price brought in as her assistant district attorney. Ford wrote, "Mr. Malouf told me, I don't give a damn what Judge Don Clay said. I came here to charge cops. They better be ready. They better Google me." Ford wrote in another meeting, "I had explained to Mr. Malouf that Officer Fletcher had the same right of self-defense that any charged defendant would have." Malouf answered, "If it were up to me, I would charge him with murder."
Now, see, here we have is that a great deal of catastrophe at work. The judge obviously not automatically dismissing the case, but decides to just, we're going to move it forward because there's just no great chance that a jury will convict this man of actual murder, so we're going to move it forward. Judge, do you know exactly where you are at all that you live in? I don't think you do, because I think you live in first off, a very woke state, a woke, most likely, county, and therefore, they'll most likely will charge them because they hate cops. Oh, by the way, the Aloof guy, it doesn't matter what type of side of justice that you're on or what cop you are. If you decide to kill anyone that is, either in your own defense or justifully so, that somebody is attacking others, this man here, despite the circumstances, despite the actual situation, he will still jail you. He wants to jail you forever. He wants you put behind bars. He doesn't want any sort of justice system in that county. He wants everybody that is in that county unsafe, murdered, killed, and every cop behind bars, because that's his objective, that's his opinion, that's what he only wants. Yes, a great side of justice as well. Also, if we're going to go off of the actual, the DA here, we're going to go off of this, where the San Francisco DA Chelsea Bowden fires at least 7 attorneys in 2 days after starting job. We're going to go over this very briefly here. It says 2 days after being sworn in as San Francisco's new district attorney, Chelsea Bowden reported fired at least 7 attorneys from his office. Among the Friday firings were multiple managing attorneys in the criminal division. The news was first reported by the San Francisco Chronicle. "I had to make a difficult staffing decisions Friday in order to put in place a management team that will help me accomplish the work I committed to do," for San Francisco, Bowden said in a statement. According to the Chronicle, the prosecutors are at will employees and can still be terminated at any time per the San Francisco City Charter, but some still do plan on taking legal action. "For someone who ran on a platform of second chances, I know I never got a first one," one of terminated attorneys told KQED. A little over 130 of the office's 300 employees are prosecutors. According to the Chronicle, Bowden hired new 4 attorneys on Monday, 2 formerly worked at the Public Defender's Office. Bowden ran on a platform of mayor justice system reform, from ending cash bail to ending mass incarceration. There's an awful lot about our criminal justice system that is dysfunctional. Everyone who sets foot in a criminal courtroom will be myriad ways the system is dysfunctional. I don't know about you, but it seems that you guys are the ones that are making the system dysfunctional. Not only that, you have this here: Jasper Wu murder suspects now face less prison time, will be parole eligible, DA decides. So, this person, Pamela Price, is actively reducing, prison time for everybody that is doing murder or what have you. This is a common thing for this woman. These new DAs, these new people, are not the greatest people of the book. There's still more to this whole situation here, considering the fact that these DAs, except for one man here, is doing any remote kind of justice. Take a look.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but if their opinion is so strong, if their opinion is so strongly held that he can't give consideration to anything other than murder, 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 he is not fit to prosecute the case under the law.
And that declaration is why Pamela Price filed the misdemeanor charge against Butch Ford. He texted me this afternoon, like everything else she's done since January, this will backfire too. I've done nothing wrong, and her clear abuse of authority doesn't change that.
Ford now works for the San Francisco DA's office. I'm posting this full message at abc7news.com. For her part, Pamela Price did not respond to my request for an interview, but her office released a statement late today saying, in part, Butch Ford broke the public trust and betrayed our office and the people of Alameda County. Fortunately, no one is above the law.
Yes, so for him to do the correct thing and the right thing, Pamela Price decides it's okay and legal, which it's not, to actively go and charge this man for trying to get justice in the right, correct way. Again, I don't think that Pamela Price has the right to do anything at all in this instance. In fact, I think that Pamela Price should be 100% arrested and put behind bars and probably serve around 35 plus years in jail, just so for the fact that her corruption has obviously made other people in her community suffer along with everybody else. She is an evil piece of garbage that doesn't deserve any other kind of respect, and hopefully she gets her just desserts, as the man has said. Now, of course, we're hoping that things will go on forward. I'll try to keep up to date with this as I can, but we'll see. And yeah, it's just another day of Democrats wielding their power maliciously and only using it against good people instead of the bad. As we can tell, they want to burn down this country. They want to make us all suffer because their actions are saying they're saying so. They say words about protection and help the community, but their action says otherwise. So, what else can you possibly think? I don't know about you, leftists, but the only way that you can possibly defend this is saying that they are trying to do good when they're doing the opposite. Going after political opponents, or your opponents at all, politically, and making it a political move, is downright disgusting, and it shouldn't happen on either side. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, as always. Take care.